Hey, Grimwade gang!
Hey guys, you
Hi.
good? Hey! Hi from everybody.
Everyone in the back having their lunch and stuff like that. Hey,
Yo, Grimwade.
you're right, honey.
We have loads and loads and loads of hair here, as you can see, on Harper's head.
And some more hair.
And we have some more hair here on Hosanna's head. And Hosanna, much like I was when I was her age, has obviously progressed to being able to do her hair on a daily basis. And now she's obviously progressed even further than that to like experimenting with different hairstyles, which is really cool. I remember, I don't know if any of you Grimwade gang would know like the Hair and Beauty magazine, like Black Hair and Beauty magazine.
I'm sure there'd be some out there.
There must be some out there, yeah, definitely. I used to get this magazine on a monthly basis because my auntie Paula actually, as a birthday present, she gave it to me as a subscription, which was really cool. So I'd get it every month and I'd look through the magazine, I'd look at different hairstyles, and I really found inspiration from there. And also just kind of like, if I'd be in the middle of doing a hairstyle, then something happened, I might be like, oh, I can kind of like turn that into something, do you know what I mean? And maybe pull this through here and maybe secure it and make a different kind of bun or whatever, do you know what I mean? Just playing with my hair and experimenting and finding new hairstyles.
Yes.
And Hosanna is very much the same,
Yes.
aren't you, my love?
Mm-hmm. So I don't really know how to explain this hairstyle, but that I'm going to try and do. But this is how I would explain it. So basically, do you know how you have like cane rows or cornrows, however you say it? You have them like here, but rather than like plaits, you do it with like elastic. So it's like elastic, 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 elastic with your hair, and then it just goes like down here on your hair with the elastics and stuff. You'll see it when it's finished, and obviously whilst doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, so it's a style that Hosanna came down one day with this style, and it's a style that I really like. If you follow her on her Instagram at Hosanna Grimwade, you would have seen that she put it up on her stories one time, didn't you, as well? So yeah, she has like experimented with this hairstyle. She's got it down to a T from what I've seen. So I'm gonna try it now for the first time. So she's gonna teach me how to do this hairstyle. You're just gonna kind of talk through it as you go. I think it's pretty simple, but looks really cool. Hosanna's like, yeah, it's a little bit.
It's
can be
not.
a little
It's
bit
quite
tricky.
simple, but it's just a bit long to do sometimes. But it all depends on how your hair. If your hair's wet, if it's detangled, if you have to detangle it first, and it's all knotted. It just depends on that type of stuff. But my hair's nice and detangled, so it should be easy.
As part of an ongoing collaboration with Sky Cinema and Sky Cinema Club, I was very fortunate and had the pleasure of watching To Catch a Killer. Now, I had the choice out of To Catch a Killer or Deadshot, which was the other movie that has also been premiering very recently on Sky Cinema as part of Sky Cinema Club. Now, To Catch a Killer, it got me. I watched the trailers for both and the storyline just grabbed me from the beginning. It starts like all over the shop. I've always liked that. Ella has always loved those kind of stories that start basically in the action because it grips you straight away, and that's exactly what it did to me. In a nutshell, you have an agent called Eleanor who is there to obviously solve the case in the end of the day, but she's not your typical. She's not your your typical officer that would do it like straight down the line or whatever. She thinks very outside of the box, and I absolutely love that because our family is all about outside of the box. Nothing about us is kind of normal and straight, so I can relate. And basically, actually through some of her flaws, maybe as a youngster, she was actually trialing to get into the academy beforehand and didn't make it because of some of these flaws. However, within those flaws arose her amazing ability to think differently, and in the end, well, you can guess, and you probably want to watch the movie yourself. As I said, it was great from beginning to the end. Very different to your typical kind of, oh, here's the super agent who comes through and he's just wicked at his job and he, deals with this and that, or she deals with this and that. And yeah, that is what makes the film so interesting. She was an excellent actor or actress, and she absolutely smashed it. I think it is well worth you watching. I enjoyed it, and I'm sure you will enjoy it too. Just let us know in the comment section below. If you go and watch it on Sky Cinema as part of Sky Cinema Club, yeah, we want to know your thoughts. But it was wicked. I won't spoil it for you. Shh.
Okay, cool. So I'm starting off with the parting down the middle of Harper's head.
Yeah.
Cool. I shall give the comb. Have you got a comb? You want to use this one? Okay, I'll give the comb to you.
I have already got a Is that okay now?
Uh,
A bit more straight.
It can be a little bit straighter. Do you want me to make yours a little bit straighter for you from here? If you go down the back. One tip for partings, right? Because I always feel like partings make a hairstyle. Like if you have a hairstyle and your partings aren't like neat, I feel like it really takes away from the goodness of the hairstyle. And if you hold your comb like a pencil and you really kind of part the hair like that, I feel like you have more control of the comb when you're parting. There you go. Yes.
Cool. So now what we're going to do is just take, hold on, guys. So basically, you're going to need to get your comb and you're going to want to like section off a piece of the front of your hair as best as you can and try and make it a straight, sharp line.
Are you doing it on wet hair, Hosanna?
My hair has been in plaits the whole day. It's not wet, it is dry, but you can do it on wet hair as well.
Thing on Harper's hair if I do it wet, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Harper's hair, it's not been freshly washed, guys. This is literally a hairstyle that you can do just on the fly. I think someone needs to go and get us a second comb, please. Hallie, will you just go and get another comb from upstairs, please? So like her hair isn't freshly washed, and I sometimes find it awkward, like hairstyles that you always have to do from freshly washed because you haven't always freshly washed your hair every day. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I'm talking already out there. So I've literally just sprayed Harper's hair with the water spray. I'm just re-parting the back part just because it's kind of a bit tangled. And then I'm going to need to detangle her hair a little bit because I feel like it's been in plaits, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But it hasn't been like brushed out, has it?
No.
But it's not too tangled up, which is cool because sometimes Harper's hair, on my days Harper.
It's tangled all the time.
If she wears it out.
All the time.
All the time. If she wears it out and it harps.
Yeah.
It can, and then you go to bed without doing what?
Plaiting my hair, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to sleep with this tangled hair.
Yeah, so I think as a kind of learning process it's been for Harper. She doesn't like her hair getting too knotted because then obviously it has to be brushed out.
Yeah.
So she even herself, if we send her to bed, I will find her sitting there just making sure the ends of her hair are all plaited. Hence why they're not too tangled up now. Just so that she doesn't have too much tangling in them. So this morning you took it out of plaits, didn't you?
Yeah.
And literally, it's like you can see. To you might think, oh my gosh, it's not hard. It's not hard. I don't know if you think this is hard detangling. I think this is pretty easy. There you go. It's all done very quickly.
Yeah.
Whereas if it hadn't been in plaits this morning and had just been out overnight and then she just put it back in bunches without brushing it out, it would have been really difficult.
Yeah, bunches is like the worst hairstyle I can ever have on my head because like it gets swelled and then it gets really tangled up.
Oh, okay.
And like if I put my hair in plaits without it being wet, it still gets tangled.
Okay, so if she doesn't leave it plaited, it gets tangled up, doesn't it? So,
Yeah, so what I want to do, you can get your comb.
thank you very
You
much.
just want to make a parting like this.
Okay, like a triangular one at the front.
Yeah, at the front of your hair.
Okay,
This is
cool.
the first parting.
And are we going to mirror this on both sides, yeah?
You just do the exact same thing on the other side.
Okay, cool.
And try and get it in the same position as well.
Okay.
So what I like to do,
Angles, baby.
yeah, what I like to do sometimes, just to make it a bit quicker, is get the amount of like elastics that I'm gonna need out and just have them on the table or something or whatever.
I'm just going to take a load.
Yeah, and you just put it down so it's easier to get out of the packet, and then you can just pick it up and put it in your hair and just literally just put some gel in the front and just tie it up.
Okay, so
I'm gonna do it right now.
is it okay if this is your gel pot? I'll have this one. I'll have
Yeah,
the
it's fine.
one that's almost emptied. And are we gelling as we go down all the way?
Yes.
Okay, so in the roots, and are we pulling it through the hair as well? So am I pulling?
Well, you can. You don't have to. I just try and keep it at just the roots here, and not go all the way through. Just because sometimes I like to make the little elastic parts in between a little bit puffy.
Oh, okay. So I've seen people do this. It's a bit of a tech, 'cause like when you do this hairstyle or do other hairstyles I've seen it in, like there's some really nice, I don't know, like say wedding hairstyles where someone's put a part of the hair up and it's gonna go into something else, but then they kind of give the part that's in between body, which looks really nice. So, but I'm kind of messed up for that now because I actually, as Hosanna was talking, put gel all the way through the end. So this one's not gonna be very fluffy, is it?
It's fine. I've done it both ways already, and it does turn out looking pretty much the same, and it does look really cute either way, so
Okay.
it's totally up to you.
Hosanna, what did you say to me today about this hairstyle? Like, can you wear it to bed and can you wear it to
So
often?
basically, this is quite a good hairstyle because, like cane rose, you can tie it down and then like go to bed with it and go another day with it, and maybe if you get lucky, you can even tie it down and have another day of that hairstyle. So usually you can get like 2 or 3 days of a hairstyle out of it.
I guess it's dependent on how neat your hair stays in elastics
Yeah.
as well. But I've just loosened a bit of Harper's elastic there because what I found with when you've got hairstyles where there's elastics at the root, sometimes it can just get too tight. So I've loosened that a bit. And then am I doing another parting, Hosanna?
Yeah, so just basically that just down from here
Yeah,
to all the way to down like here.
down to
with
here.
her ear.
Okay, cool. That's fine. It's funny, as a child, before I could cane row my own hair, I used to do one of 2 things. I used to do a style that was a bit like this, where at the front of my hair I would just do lots of little little elastics kind of going into each other. And then I also used to do what's called flat twists, where it looks like doesn't look like a cane row, it's like a twist cane row kind of thing. But I used to kind of cheat. I didn't actually twist the hair, I just rolled it. But it used to look quite neat, to be fair, and considering I did it myself, because much like Hosanna, as I said before, I started doing my own hair quite a lot from a young age. And Harper, you've started kind of brushing your hair up on it.
Yeah, but I don't really go out really much with my hair done.
Like yourself.
Because I try and brush it up, but we don't have many good hair bands that is tight. And some of them are just used too much and then they go
The
like
thing is,
that.
we've
Mummy
got
needs
hundreds
to-
of hairbands, but
Yeah.
they're all used and
Mummy needs to
and
do
they
another
go
hairband
missing.
hairband
And
shop. Yeah, so, but I feel like not Hosanna, what's your name, child? Harper just needs to practice more. But then sometimes, because we have so much going on, like, she can't always get the time to practice. And I'm like, oh no, you just need to actually have your hair neat today.
Sorry. What
Oh,
you
yes.
have to tie this one into that
Sorry,
one.
this is the whole
oh,
step
sorry,
I was
say
about
that
to
again.
miss
So you
it.
got
So basically, you have to tie this piece of hair into this one whilst you're tying
okay.
it. I'm about to make my second part in and do that on my hair.
go, let's go.
Good girl.
And then
I'm just going to do that all the way down. And do the partings kind of stay this size, or is it okay if I make them a bit bigger as I
You
go?
can make them a little bit bigger at the back, but at the front I like to make them a little bit smaller than the back ones.
Okay, cool. I feel like, depending, Grimwade gang, if you're Grimwade gang from day, from the old house, there was one Christmas where I tried different hairstyles on the girls, and I feel like Harper had like a different version of this kind of hairstyle, but she had this hairstyle where I did this kind of thing, but in the middle, and it was like 3 or 4 big ones.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I called it the unicorn hairstyle.
Yes,
Didn't
you
you?
did.
You did call it the unicorn hairstyle, and it's one that we actually quite liked. And like Hosanna said, it did stay. It stayed pretty well. So, but you've been looking forward to me doing this in your hair, haven't
Looking
you?
good.
Yeah? Yeah, I'm going to try and speed up as much as I can so that you Grimwade gang can kind of see how it looks. It might happen by magic for you guys, I don't know. But I want to be able to try and do this. I would say though, one thing guys, when you are, so if you can show the Grimwade gang, when you're putting in your elastic, you really want to try and make sure, for the sake of the person whose hair it is, that you don't mix up like hairs, baby hairs, what do you call them? Flyaways from here into your other elastic, because otherwise, one, when it comes to taking the elastics out at the end, it's going to really hurt, unless you're maybe cutting them out. But that's very dangerous with your hair, unless you're very precise with the scissors. But it also messes up the look of the parting if you've got baby hairs like going across the parting. Hosanna, I don't know if I'm going to be doing mine as small as you're doing yours.
Yours are a bit bigger, but it's fine on Harper's hair type. It looks, I think, the bigger ones will look a bit better.
I feel like because Harper's roots are probably straighter than your roots, maybe your roots will curl up a bit more than Harper's would. So in that sense, like her hair will kind of just go, if I've done bigger partings, it will kind of just go into the elastic quite well, whereas yours might, I don't know, curl up a bit more. I think I've got about 3 or 4 left, and then that side. Oh, you've got to go all the way down the hair as well, right?
All the way down. So then you want to get like a hairband and just secure it rather than just an elastic for your whole hair. Oh, for half of your hair.
When you get
like
to
a hairband, and secure it and then just go down with the elastic.
Cool. Alright, I shall do that.
Like I was saying with my hair, like when I brush it up, sometimes it just like, you know where it gets the big like puffs around it? And then I try and brush it back whilst it's in the ponytail, and then it gets like more messed up, and I try and tighten it, then it like pulls out roots.
Yeah, I know
That
exactly.
does not sound
I know
nice.
exactly what you're talking about. When you've tried to do your hair and then it doesn't all go in neatly, and you try to do it the kind of short way without taking it all out and rebrushing it. You try and pull the ponytail taut, and then it makes all that bit go bumpy. So this is my second to last one on the roots of your head. Can you put your head down?
What's that?
Oh, Mum, you're quicker than this. She's quicker than me at it.
No, Mummy's good with hair, man. She's very good with hair.
I think it comes from
Years of
practice
practice.
over time. The only one thing that's with Harper's hair, right, today, I just went with her middle part, and I think I went back over it, but I didn't actually double check that it was in the middle of her head. So I'm hoping that come the end of this hairstyle, it's not like all squiff off to the side. You might be able to tell me now, but I don't think it is. I think we're gonna do okay. So I'm gonna put this one in and then put one more in, put in the hairband, like Hosanna said, and I'm gonna go all the way down the roots, and you shall see the finished result in a second of this side.
Houston, are you on babysitting duty?
Yes.
Oh, you got this little munchkin. Hello. While Mummy and Hosanna and Harper are doing their hair, you are playing with your best friend, isn't it? Hello.
We like tickles.
Yeah, but she doesn't right now. I think she's trying to hide from them. But yes, usually she does, doesn't she? She really. Oh, hello. What do you think? Are you going to have lots of hair that Mummy's going to have to do as well? Yeah, because Houston's already got some lovely hair.
She's not young to get a bike. Dad, full of it.
Really?
Dad.
Oh, okay.
Dad.
All right. Yes, darling. Yes, darling.
I'm not young to go on a bike because she fell over.
Because she'll fall off because she's too young at the moment. Are you trying to touch my camera? Right. I'm going to go and see what the final finished article is from Mummy, Hosanna and Harper. What do you think? Is it going to be good, Hughes?
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be good. What do you think? Yeah, she thinks it's going to be good.
Okay, we're back, Grimwade gang, and I've literally got to put in the last 1, 2, 3 elastics.
3 elastics.
3 elastics, and then Harper's hairstyle will be done. I feel like in total,
the reveal is coming.
I was
not
just
yet.
double checking with Tim that in total this is probably taking me just under half an hour. So I feel like as far as like interesting hairstyles go, it's not too bad. Like obviously depending on how many heads she was going to do this on, if I was going to do it on all the girls and we was going out somewhere, that would take quite a while. But yeah, I feel like it's good. It's not too long. It's quite quick and easy, which is great for when we want an interesting hairstyle for girlies. And also, like we said, the longevity of it could be for a good couple of days. Do you know what I mean? So put in the time now, then I don't have to put it in on the other days. So Harper, is your head hurting too much or is it okay?
No, it's fine.
Is it not too tight?
No.
There we go. So all in all, seems like we have done a good hairstyle.
And the reveal,
is... There you go.
There we
Turn it
go.
around.
Slowly.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, lovely. That was really
looks.
nice and slow.
Yeah, you know that. What do you think, Hughes?
Good.
It looks good. She
Like
likes it. She
How was the
likes it.
partings? I feel like it's a little tinsy wincy. Put your head up. A tinsy wincy little bit uneven on one side, but I don't think you can tell really too much. I think that's really neat and looks super duper cute on you. And if you even wanted to,
What do you think,
we could
Ez?
add some of these.
What we add
Which
in?
I like some
The
swirls.
toothbrush.
You're adding the toothbrush.
Oh, some swirly
Just some
whirlies.
swirly whirlies, which I know she's kind of already quite got them. And we'll do the same on this side, which I know little girls all over. Houston, you are, what's the word? You are sabotaging my setup, which I know girls all over really like with their hairstyles. Just sets it off as, I've actually put lots of time into my hair today. Grimwade gang, I hope you like this hairstyle. Obviously, Hosanna's just finishing hers off because she was directing me.
Yeah, she was doing all the teaching,
yeah,
so
she's
she's playing catch up, but she's got one side kind of done. Is it? Oh, it is
Fully
done.
done.
Oh, it is
Yeah,
done.
yeah, see
Yeah.
how pretty it is.
Yeah, very, very,
So,
very,
so
very,
nice.
very good.
You can see. Let's see half of your head. And do you think I did well?
Yeah, I think it looks really, really good.
What I love about Hosanna's is that she's done the puff bit, I haven't, and I think that definitely adds to, you see, it definitely adds to the hairstyle. So that I am still to learn and put time and effort into to be as good as Hosanna's, but thank you so much for teaching me, sweetie. Mwah. And you can finish off your hair. Grimwade gang, I hope you will show us this hairstyle on yourself or maybe your little girlies.
You can
and
at us at the Grimwade family.
yes, on Instagram, do that and let us see your pictures. And you never know, you might see yourself in the Grimwade family stories. Who knows? All right, we love you guys.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.